Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of the Hockey Mountain High Podcast. I'm Griffin Youngs, joined by Christian Bolle, as always, for a much more awake episode this time. We will not be half asleep because it is a somewhat reasonable hour this time, so we can properly celebrate that the Avalanche are up 3-0 in their first round series over the Los Angeles Kings with a 4-2 win over the Kings on the road in LA to take a stranglehold. This series has felt like a root canal. Like, this has been at the grind for every single goal in this series. The Kings have had to make them earn it, and not getting a ton of scoring. Your power play has not been good whatsoever. But at the end of the day, the Avs are up 3-0. And if you told me that going into the series, I'd be perfectly happy with it. Doesn't always matter how you get there.
Doesn't always matter how you get there. And yeah, I got dogs barking. I'm dog sitting for someone. So if you hear barking in the background, I apologize about that. But yeah, like you're saying, it is very much a welcome thing to have a start time of 11:30. I don't know why, but 11:30 feels like 8:30.
The last episode. Put yourself in my shoes. After playoffs, I am so used to the post 1 a.m. recordings. Like, this might as well be mid-afternoon.
Yeah, this has been lovely so far. We're going to get to go to bed at a respectable hour. I'm not going to lie, work on Wednesday morning was not an enjoyable experience. But like you were saying, this series, it has been a drag-it-out kind of frustrating series at some point. But the Avs are up 3-0, and that's really all you can ask for.
Exactly. Shout out to our man Sauce and Chips 87 here. Thank you for the $2 as well. We appreciate the tip. Let's go, Avs. You said it, buddy. I mean, there's definitely things to not be happy about through 3 games of this series, between the still missing the net, the power play that's been very bad, as we'll very much talk about, I'm sure. But like we said, they are up 3-0. They did find a way to win the first 2 games, which were incredibly frustrating. But I said after game 2, I felt like they took the best shot. That was the Kings game to go and win. It felt destined for the Avs to just find a way to lose that game, but they found a way to win. Instead, they scored a goal with 3 minutes left. They found a way to get the puck in the back of the net in overtime. And it's like I said, the Avs, they just look better on the road over the second half of the season. I wouldn't say they were better in this game than they were in the first 2 games at home, but they got 2 bounces to go into the net. The one from Landeskog off the backboards that Forsberg kicked into his own net, and then the game-winning shorthanded goal from Arturri Lehkonen that Kempe directed into his own net. The kind of bounces that the Avalanche have not been getting in this series, and that they really haven't gotten a ton of in the playoffs over the last several years in general. So I'm not going to complain about how they went in. They did, and they won this game 4-2. Got a little tight because, once again, the Kings get a late power play goal to make it a lot more stressful than it needed to be, but you get the empty net goal from Brock Nelson for a 4-2 win, and you feel good.
Yeah, you feel good. I'm never going to apologize for lucky bounces, ever. No. Like, they suck when they go against you, and it feels like they always go against the Avs. So to get 2 in one game, it felt like we were getting a little greedy for that, because it feels like in the time we've been doing the show, those bounces never go the Avs' way, and they went their way tonight. And even with all that, I thought defensively the Avs were phenomenal again. They locked it down when they needed to. Scott Wedgwood continues to be just an animal. This was an off night for Scott Wedgwood because he allowed more than 1 goal, and he still was terrific in this game. There's so many things the Avs can do to get better offensively, but if the defensive game is there and the goaltending's there, the offense will figure itself out.
That's the thing. Like, they are too talented to stay down this long. The power play, I don't know. We'll see. We have a long regular season, basically 75% of it suggesting that might just be pulling teeth the entire time. But in terms of the 5-on-5 offense, McKinnon held pointless in this game. Like, I don't think that's going to continue throughout the playoffs. I don't even think that's going to continue in game 4 coming up here. This is the second game in a row pointless. Like, this, you don't get many of those from him. It's just very, very rare. But if your offense is struggling and your defense is holding this strong, and Scott Wedgwood, I think you have to feel a little bad for Mackenzie Blackwood, right? Because he didn't really do a ton wrong. It's that Scott Wedgwood's been arguably the best goalie in the league since the Olympic break.
He's been phenomenal, and it even goes there. Like, Anton Forsberg, I think, has been phenomenal this entire series. He's just playing against the other goalie in the NHL right now who's playing out of his goddamn mind.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's making any like ridiculous, crazy saves that aren't sustainable. He's just saving all the ones he should.
Yeah.
And the Avs are
And
doing a good
but
job
still
clearing him
also
out.
making the high danger ones, like the one he made late in the third period on
Was that
Laferriere.
No, I was on Mikey Anderson, right?
I thought it was Laferriere. Regardless, the one he made like right down in front to stop that from going through the 5-hole to keep it a 2-goal lead. At that point, that kept all the momentum on the Avs side until the power play. Like he's making all those important saves, hasn't given up a bad one. Hasn't been one you look at and go, ooh, probably wants that one back. Like the ones that have beaten him, 6-on-4, wide open power play goal, bad defense for the first 5-on-5 goal of the series for the Kings in this game, and then another 6-on-4 goal where there's like 2 people screening him in front of the net. Those are the only things that have beat Scott Wedgwood in this series. And it's not like it's been a total cakewalk. He's made very important saves, and it's just been such a good performance from him. The Avs defense is doing enough to make his job not that hard, but he's still doing enough. Like you can argue in games 1 and 2, we said this after game 2, you might be down 0-2 if it's not for Scott Wedgwood. Like very, very possible. He's made some huge saves.
Huge saves. And it's just, again, I just think it's very sustainable the way he plays in net for the Avs going forward, because it's been this way all year. He's making every save he needs to, and he's in the right position all the time. I think the Avs defense has been phenomenal in front of him, but he's on another level right now. Like I said, it was an off night for him. I think his save percentage was only like 910 this game instead of the 960 we've been seeing.
It was a 923, so it did drop from the 960 so far this series.
Yeah, I mean that's we got to get Blackwood in now. Got to get Blackwood in. You can't be having 920s, man. God damn it,
that's also the thing, because like at some point Wedgwood's going to have a game that's mediocre, not even bad, just okay, that maybe the Avs win or lose. Like I know the plan is to go to Mackenzie Blackwood eventually, but he's played so well that even if he does have a bad game, I don't even feel like you can execute that plan. I feel like you got to give him 2 games before you put Blackwood in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been this way all year. Even when he has a stinker game, he comes back the next game and performs even better than he did before the stinker game. So it's a very sustainable way he's playing right now. And it's what you were saying the entire regular season. If he's hot, just keep him in net.
Yeah,
like
don't argue.
There's no reason to take him. Don't overthink it. Just keep him in. Like
yeah,
he is playing so solid right now.
Yeah, I trust Jared Bednar to make that correct decision. He's never come off to me as a coach that's just going to upset the balance for no reason, just because it's part of the plan. But there's no reason to take him out right now. Like I think that would be a thing that completely derails what they're doing right now. Like the Avs defense, they looked phenomenal in this game. Like there were stretches of this game where the Kings, I would say offensively, this is by far the best game the Kings have played, for whatever that's worth. But they at least had some zone time at 5-on-5 that forced Wedgwood to make some saves. But structurally, the Avs defense has been incredible. Like at very least in the playoffs, this is the best defense I think that they've played in the McKinnon-Makar era. Like it's not even close. Granted, it's Kings, not great offensively, but like they're still doing everything that they should to shut them down.
Yeah, they're doing everything you need to do, and it wasn't a perfect game in the fact that you lose Josh Manson at the end of the first period. He comes back for one shift, gets stuck on for a goal on the ice, and he doesn't return. Playing with 5D the rest of the game, I thought the defense was solid, and I think it was either Evan or Jesse who said, and I always appreciate when guys who are in the arena and are covering the team as hard as those two do. I thought Brent Burns was phenomenal in this game.
This might have been one of Brent Burns' top 5 games this year. Like he was brilliant tonight.
Yeah. He was great. And it is just always nice to have other hockey, like actual hockey experts, give you validation for what you're seeing with your eyes. Because I thought Brent Burns was one of the best Avs defensemen out there tonight. I thought Kale was great. He gets the goal. Devon Toews, his usual great self. But we went into these playoffs being like Brent Burns is kind of the wild card. He could be the part that brings you down. Tonight, he was the part that brought you up.
I mean, with Carolina last year, he very much was that guy for the Hurricanes, that weak link on that defense that you had to be a little concerned about if you were the Avs. It just has not been the case so far in this series. He does not look like he's over 40 or the oldest guy in the NHL. He looks right at home in this series.
Yeah, looks right at home. Like I thought he was great. And again, when Brent Burns scores a goal or chips in on a point, that's just a bonus, because if he's locking down defensively, we're solid. That's all we need from him. And he was great tonight. There were a couple plays he made. Even if he flubbed a clearing attempt, he just calmly got the puck back and then got it out the second time. Because there were a couple times, like you said, in this game where the Avs got hemmed in their own zone and they were very careless with the puck, I felt like, for chunks of the game, but they bailed themselves out. Like, if you're going to make a mistake, clean up after your mistake, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, through 40 minutes, I was not overly impressed with how this game had gone, especially halfway through the game. They looked like they were going through the motions for a lot of this. Like, they had the lead in the first period. They scored in the first period for once here, but let's be perfectly honest with ourselves here. That was a very lucky bounce off the backboard that Forsberg directed into his own net.
Yep.
And the Kings, I would say, were the better team in the first period. But as it is with the Avs, sometimes those are the periods they end up winning. So good road period in the first period, but the goal that ties it just kind of lazy all around. Like, I didn't love a lot of the effort.
They turned it over at the blue line.
Oh man, I can probably go back.
I can't remember who it was, but it was going back.
It was the top line, but
yeah, it was a careless turnover, and it just results in the back of that. And to be fair, I love Josh Manson trying to gut it out, but it was very clear. It's like he can't move.
Yeah. So it was Manson with the original turnover to Byfield. Kulak cleared it out of the zone, but it was directly to a King, and then just not great back check. Well, what I noticed originally here is like 15, 20 seconds before the goal, Kulak just kind of like lost a step before I forget who it was with the puck got to Wedgwood, which kind of created this chaos that lasted throughout that whole sequence and ended up getting in the back of the net. But let's also remember that is the first 5-on-5 goal that the Avs have given up in this series. And that came at, if you include the overtime, over like 8 periods in here. If you don't want to count the overtime, okay, 7 at that point. Like, and they end the game still through 3 entire games and an overtime, the only 5-on-5 goal that the Avs have given up in this series. So now it's 6-1, 5-on-5.
Fire everyone. I want everyone benched. Like, one 5-on-5 goal is just can't do it, man. Can't do it.
Can't do it.
I mean, it's great defense. It's great goaltending. And it's been a commitment by the entire team. Like, I thought the forwards have been very good defensively as well with their back check. And they're almost matching the Kings game, except they're just better at it than the Kings.
Yeah, I just don't think they're super concerned about like how these games have gone. Like, yes, they've been low event, and you have people watching and going, "Oh, but the Kings are controlling how this series is played." I don't know if that's true, because the Avs they seem pretty comfortable playing this style, knowing that the Kings don't have a lot of firepower, and that if it push comes to shove, who's going to be able to get that extra goal? It's the Avs. You saw it in game 2, where no one could break through. The Kings scored first, but the Avs got one through, and you knew at some point some of those shots had to go in, and that's what happened in the overtime, and that's what happened here. They just got a little more luck in this game, and it ended up with 2 extra goals.
Yeah, like, again, don't apologize for those lucky goals, but
in the playoffs, no,
never apologize for it. But it's just it goes back to like what you were saying earlier, where I don't think the Avs were particularly bad in the first period and a half, but they weren't great. Like,
it seemed like a January game. Like, I wouldn't say bad. If they were playing bad, they would have been losing, because I thought the Kings were playing really well, but it didn't seem like playoff intensity early on, especially through the first half of the game. They had the goal, but then it got tied, and there wasn't a ton of pushback for a little while. And I was saying online, is like, they need a jolt here. They need a hit. They need someone to step up and make something happen. And a guy that we've kind of brushed over, who had I thought, a great game here, best defenseman in the world, Cale Makar, who goes and just, my God, playoffs especially, finally gets a shot on net, like finally doesn't miss the net in the playoffs. I mean, you can't place that shot any better. Like, that is the definition of a perfectly placed shot.
We knew it was a matter of time, but it is just one of those ones. I think Cale can take a deep breath now, where it's like, okay, I can score a goal. I can.
See one go through the hoop, and you're like, okay, curse over. I can do it now.
Because was that his first since what, game 6 against Dallas?
Because it's his only goal in that series was an empty netter. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it was an empty net goal.
It was in game 6, so it was his first goal on a goalie since second round of 2024.
A long time. But yeah, like you said, Cale Makar was the Cale Makar we needed him to be. He played more minutes tonight. I don't know. What was his final ice time? I imagine in the high 20s, maybe 30s.
Little less than I thought. I mean, it was just shy of 26. I don't know. I guess when the playoffs, I just expect him to play like 30 minutes a game, especially with Manson out. But Tays actually led with 26:54. Makar at 25:58. Brett Kulak, 22 minutes. No one else over 20.
Not too shabby. I mean, Malinsky, I think, would have been up there too, but he missed like 5 or 6 minutes of game time.
Yeah, he missed a little bit of time there. He definitely would have gotten up into that tier. He played 18:51. If he didn't miss probably like half of the second period, he would have gotten 20.
Who would have gotten there? There was a moment when both Manson and Malinsky left. You go, okay, this is.
Do you think they fist bumped each other in the hallway when they kept passing each other like two separate times?
Yeah, this is cursed right now because that's just like it's hard to win a game with 5 defensemen, let alone 4.
Yeah. The thing is like once Manson was confirmed out, I thought they stepped up, which is what I wanted to see. Is like I need someone to come and answer the bell here. And I know like I criticized Brett Kulak for the Kings' only 5-on-5 goal. Overall, I thought he was pretty good.
He was great.
I loved a lot of his defense in this game. I think it was him on Panarin in the second period where he just totally shut down what was a pretty solid scoring chance.
Yeah. Brett Kulak is exactly what we need him to be. Like he makes a mistake, but he makes up for it. Like he's so steady Eddie when it comes back there to for the Avs decor. And he was paired with Burns while Manson was healthy, or was it Malinsky? I think it was Malinsky most of the time.
Yeah, mostly Malinsky.
But like those two have just been like you can just plug and play them wherever you need them. They're both going to perform. I thought Brett Kulak was phenomenal. Devon Toews doesn't get as much credit as he deserves. He was phenomenal in this game.
I mean, we can say like Devon Toews is back. Like he's fully back because he is right back into that territory of you're not going to like see him on the highlight reel this game. He was one of the best players on the ice, like from start to finish, and he's been that way pretty much since post Olympics, pretty much since Cale got hurt. When Devon Toews just went right back to this almost looks like 2022 Devon Toews, just like slightly less offense, but defensively. He's been fantastic. Like I've got nothing bad to say.
He's got his stick is just insane. Like he had so many sticks and lanes in this game, broke up so many passes, and yeah, he's back. He's back. Maybe getting walked by Matt Boldy and missing that wide open net in the Olympics was what he needed.
Yeah, so little wake up call.
Yeah, little wake up call. But offensively, we're almost 20 minutes into the episode. I can't believe you haven't brought it up. Artturi Lehkonen, man.
I mean, do you even need to bring it up anymore? It's just a fact of life at this point. Like when the going gets tough and you need a goal, Arturri Lehkonen, he's going to be the boy. He's going to be that man that gets you what you need. And where the power play failed, the penalty kill comes through. And in defiance of all logic and reason, they they tie the special teams battle in this game with 0 power play goals because you are now outscoring yourself shorthanded.
Like Arturri Lehkonen, man, like we've talked about him for what? It's going on 5 years now. He's been with the Avs 4 or 5 years. I can't remember a bad game from him. I can't.
Yeah.
Like maybe there is one in there. He's always doing the right thing. Always doing the right thing. He can play first, second, third, fourth, penalty kill, power play, whatever you need. Arturri Lehkonen will be there. He was, in my opinion, I thought he was the best Avs forward tonight.
Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say, is it a hot take to say he was the best Avs forward in this game? Not at all.
From puck drop, man.
Yeah, he just was. You know, it's refreshing. He's he's the guy on the top line who's shooting the puck.
Yeah, he's shooting it. He set up the Cale Makar goal when he stole it from Doughty. If I remember,
he stole that puck and he made the Cale Makar play happen. I asked someone to make something happen and provide a spark. Artturi Lehkonen. This is what he does, man. This is what game 1. They need a spark. They need someone to make something happen. He scores the first goal of the series. The Kings are starting to take over. They've tied the game at 1. Someone needs to make something happen. Artturi Lehkonen forces a turnover, ends up in the back of the net. Avs are going. They're only up 2-1 right now. Now they're on a penalty kill. The power play just absolutely blew chunks all over the ice. They need to kill this penalty, and then someone needs to make something happen. Why wait? Artturi Lehkonen's just going to make it happen now. And that ends up as the game-winning goal.
I do wonder, is that contract extension, are we getting close to it starting with an 8?
It's getting there, and I'm starting to not care. When this guy is this clutch and this important, you sprinkle him a little extra
he's
money.
I don't want to make the comparison to Sam Bennett because Sam Bennett had like 20 goals last year in the playoffs when the Conn
Like
Smythe.
Sam Bennett's a completely different player in the playoffs.
Different player, but they're kind of cut from the same cloth. Where when the going gets rough and you need a big time player to step up, it's Artturi Lehkonen. You don't pay him for the regular season. You pay Artturi Lehkonen for what he does in the playoffs.
Right. And what doesn't Artturi Lehkonen do? Because again, like he scores that first goal of the series at 5-on-5 on the top line. And he scores this goal shorthanded with Logan O'Connor on his wing. He's killing penalties. He's on your power play. He's on your top line. Like he is the perfect Swiss Army knife on this team. And when we have those extension conversations, I'm going to be in that boat of like, Cap's going up, don't care. That is not someone you let go. Like you, how can you let someone like Artturi Lehkonen ever leave until the wheels literally fall off? How could he ever leave?
And here's the thing too. I saw a stat that Outstu put up. I think he's like creeped into the top 10 for most goals for Finnish players in playoffs.
Is that what, 23 or something?
Yeah, it's insane, man. He's a playoff performer. That's just what he is. And I will go to my grave just remembering Artturi Lehkonen. He's 28 goals. Like he is
20 goals in 81 playoff games.
And that includes a couple game-winning goals that were rather large.
A couple of big ones, and also like some when he was in Montreal and just didn't score at all. Like Montreal, he played 16, 33 playoff games, and he had 6 goals in that time. So if you subtract that, that goals per game goes significantly up.
Yeah. He's just so good, man. He's so good. And it's what makes the Avs so dangerous is that you have a guy like Artturi Lehkonen, and rightfully so, not a diss to Artturi Lehkonen, but when he's on a line with Nathan McKinnon and Marty Necas, he's going to be the open one. He's going to be. And he's going to be the one who's going to
open in the like to start this game. Like 3 minutes in, he could have had another one. They left him wide open again. But I was just chuckling because I was looking at his career playoff stats. Ever since he's come to the Avs, he's never had a run with less than 3 goals.
Oh.
And that includes 2 7-game runs against Seattle and Dallas. He still scored 3 goals in those series.
Oh, good, man. He's so good. And what was it? Seattle, he broke his foot? I think Seattle, he broke his foot, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he broke his foot against Seattle. So I love Artturi Lehkonen. He was the best Avs forward tonight, and he rightfully deserved everything he got in this game. And he is a very, very important piece going forward for this team as they move on in the playoffs. I know it's not done yet, beating the Kings, but let's be honest, they're up 3-0.
Okay, let's not go there yet. We still got to cross the finish line. I know we're up 3-0 and it's the Kings and we have a 97% chance to win the series. Let's still put that ball in the hoop before we're like, well, let's look ahead to Minnesota and Dallas, because the Kings have earned enough respect from us. They're like, okay, well, we still have to finish this series. Completely let off the gas pedals. Like, are the Kings going to win 4 in a row? I'm not a fortune teller, so I'm not going to say they will or they won't, but let's finish this first before we're all
fair
on to the next round.
Fair. But what Artturi Lehkonen is going to bring, he is going to be one of the most important players for the Avs. And whether he's on the top line, second or third line, he was great. Another player, shout out. We called this in our slumber on Tuesday night, or I guess Wednesday morning. Ross Colton got in the game tonight. I thought he was phenomenal. Yep. I loved Ross Colton's game tonight.
I thought it was a good decision to put him in. And again, you feel bad for Kiviranta. He did nothing wrong. But Colton, I felt like made a little more happen. And in a series that's been kind of physical, I felt a little more comfortable with Ross Colton.
Yeah. Again, I imagine both of them will keep rotating in and out for however long the Avs play. But what Ross Colton brought tonight, like he was shooting the puck. He had 2 or 3 shots on goal. He had that one. He got it like 94-mile-per-hour slap shot.
Yeah.
That's a lot to rip on there. And I liked Ross Colton's game. I did. I think he adds just a different element. And his floor is much lower than Kiviranta's, but his ceiling is just so much higher offensively that, yes, Kiviranta's Bednar's like wet dream of a player because he just does everything right in the right spot. But Kiviranta is not going to give you the potential offensively that Ross Colton does.
Right. Exactly. And
it's a nice piece to be able to just be like, okay, we're going to play a more defensive game. Kiwi, go in. Ross Colton, we need some hits.
We haven't really gotten to that point in the playoffs where we've had to lean on our extra guys, especially our extra forwards. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see maybe Nick Blankenberg in game 4 on the back end, depending on how healthy Manson is. But like, we haven't had to do that for the forwards yet. And like, there's going to come a point someone gets banged up and you're just going to have both of them playing. And then you haven't even touched your Gavin Brindleys or your Bardakovs or anyone else like that yet, that you still have a guy like Kibi Ranta or Ross Colton just sitting in the chamber ready to go.
Sitting in the chamber ready to go. I love that. And he was great tonight. I loved Ross Colton's game, and I imagine he's going to play game 4. I think he did enough to keep himself in the lineup to play. And you just kind of keep rotating through. And it was nothing against Parker Kelly, but having him back in that bottom 6 role, I was like, that's where we need Parker Kelly.
That's just where he needs to be, man. Like, it was a good try. Like, again, I do not fault Jared Bednar for trying, but they tried it again, I think, for like a shift or two. And
yeah, shift or two in a second.
It's not working, right? The Avs, they just look so much more complete with Gabe bumped up into that top 6 slot, or someone else bumped up into that top 6 slot, and Kelly just hiding in the bottom 6. Like, just the guy you forget about. Almost had one. This game, He almost had one, just kind of flubbed the deke.
Yeah. Like, Parker Kelly, phenomenal bottom 6 player. He can play top 6 if you need him to, but he's much better.
It's just like, I don't love that being the first choice.
No, I don't either. But you get Ross Colton back in, and it makes the lineup look a little bit better for it. And again, that third line of Kadri, Waugh, and Landeskog, it's a bear of a line to play against. Nick Waugh is, like, I don't know if we gave him enough flowers in our sleep-induced podcast earlier this week. He's so playoff built, it's insane.
He is, man. He just is. That's like, again, with the first round pick, that's why I didn't care. Even if it was just for this year, it's like, but that guy, this is what he's here for.
Yep.
And you have him for the entirety of next year. I don't give a shit what right winger is selected in the bottom 30 of the first round.
Yeah, don't give a fuck, man. Don't give a fuck. And Landeskog, we said it after game 2. He wasn't great in game 2. He gets a goal in game 2. I thought he was much better tonight. Much better. He gets the goal off the lucky bounce. 2 goals in 3 games. Pretty solid production from Gabe. And Nas is close, man. Like, Nas is another one of those guys.
He's hurt.
Oh, yeah, he's hurt. Yeah, he's definitely got broken finger. Like,
you have to take him off the top power play. If that's the case. If his finger is broken, he cannot be a trigger man on the power play.
Yeah. Because it is. There was a chance on, I think, the Avs' second power play where he went for a cross, like a cross corner pass, and he should have shot it. But if he's got a broken finger,
it's not even. It's the hesitation. It's, I'm going to shoot it. This is going to hurt. I'm just going to, and then at that point, a half second's pass and the sticks in the lane. Like, just
throw Brock back up there again.
It worked. Yeah, it worked when he came here. When he came back, but if he can't shoot, he cannot be on the top power play.
Yeah. Throw Brock back out there, and I do just think that Brock, just get a couple more big bodies. I think they even cycled Waugh out there.
They did that a little bit, especially in game 2 when Marty went back to the room for concussion player. Sauce and Chips A7, once again, thank you for the tip, my man. For the people, for our audio listeners, we have to resolve the power play, or we are toast next round against Minnesota or Dallas. I'm a little nervous looking at the performance against LA's PK. Once again, thank you for the $20. That is so very much appreciated by us. Once again, you guys do not have to send us money by any means, but we very much appreciate it. Nonetheless, that every time that happens, it just like wipes my mind clean.
Yeah, it wipes my mind. What Sauce and Chips is saying, and I agree with him, that the power play has been atrocious. And what were we talking about in the preview? The Kings had a bottom 5 power penalty kill.
Bottom 3.
Bottom 3 penalty kill. And the Avs power play has not even looked dangerous. Like, it's
some looks, but they are very few and far between, because where they are now 0-9 in this series. Granted, game 2, a lot of abbreviated power plays that make that look bad. But at the end of the day, they have not put one in the back of the net. And the Kings, granted, they've definitely stepped up their penalty kill, but it is still a bottom 3 penalty kill. And yes, the Avs power play finished bad. The last half or the last quarter of the season, it got better. It was above 20%. It was functional. It was workable. Now we're getting back to the point where it's like, this is just not doing anything at this point. And I do think there is a measure of Kadri is kind of holding things back right now because he has a broken finger and he should not be on that spot right there. The Kings are doing a good job putting pressure on, but against this penalty kill, you cannot be 0-for-9. Look at what's happening in Minnesota, Dallas right now. Again, we're looking ahead. The series is not over, but they are getting important power plays, and they're going about 50% each of them in that series. Like that series has been won and lost on the special teams. Game 2, game 3, which we'll talk about, the double overtime, was won on the power play. Yep. And if the Avs, if they do get to the second round, assuming they can win one of the last 4 games of this series, this is going to have to improve, because they will lose the special teams battle almost every night. Yeah. And the Kings don't have a great power play. They have scored in every game. Granted, 2 of them have been 6-on-4. So if you take out the late game penalties, you're taking out half of the goals in the series right there. But if you're doing that against Dallas or Minnesota, like to Sausage Chip's point, you're in huge trouble again, where like that is why you did not beat Dallas last year. You scored 2 goals in the entire series on the power play. Game 3, it was what, 0-for-7?
Yeah, I think that was like a year ago today, actually. A year ago today.
Actually, to the day of Landeskog's return, he scores a goal. If we want to spin that a little more positively, but to the point, like that's why they lost last year. And this should be a series that maybe not tee off in, but like to perfect it a little bit. Because if assuming they do win game 4, but they don't score a power play goal and they go 0-for in this series, it's going to be in their head going into the second round. And it was in their head for a lot of this regular season too. Like this is something that they've got to figure out. And I was really hoping we were past this. Again, I'm not asking for 30% here, but like you have 9 chances. Give me one. Like even if you score on the next one, all right, congratulations. You're running at 10%. Like you have to. It's just not good enough. Like I don't know how else. We've said it at nauseum for the last 6 months that you can't do that. It's not good enough. Nope. And you are too good to be this ineffective. Again, you got to give some credit to the Kings for their penalty kill, but you got to get out of your own head, get out of your own way, like take some shots. Like it still drove me crazy in this game to see that like 3 games into this series, when the Kings have made scoring chances at such a premium, they're still passing up shots. Yeah. Like you got to just shoot. Look at the shots that went in this game. Get a Landeskog shot off the backboard that deflects off the goalie into the net. A Cale Makar shot through traffic from distance. A shorthanded goal off the skate. It wasn't even a shot. It was a pass that ended up in the net off the skate of Kempe and in, and then the empty net goal. Shoot the puck. Like you have had 2 perfect plays this entire series end up in the back of the net, with the McKinnon pass off of Forsberg's pads in game 1 and the Marty Necas goal to tie it in game 2, right? Like other than that, like it's been taking advantage of King's mistakes and shooting the puck.
Yeah. Shoot the puck, man. Shoot the puck. And I am going to spin it like glass half full, where I do think the Avs offense is going to start catching up. The power play concerns me just because it's been a problem all year. It's been a problem all year. So 5-on-5, I think they're going to get better offensively. The power play, it is just one of those ones I think they need one to go in game 4. They just need one, because you cannot go into either Dallas or Minnesota if you win one of these last games over. You can't. Yeah, you can't.
I completely agree at 5-on-5. Like I'm not worried about that. If anything, I'm looking at as 5-on-5. You've scored, what we say, 6 goals so far in this series. 2 goals per game. Not great, not terrible. You're up 3-0. Yeah. And we both agree, like they're going to start getting more goals, whether it's in game 4 or if the series goes deeper or in the second round at that point. Like they're going to start to see 3-4 goals a game start to go in. Like this has just been kind of an anomaly, but they've survived it. And they've been able defensively and goaltending wise to take the Kings' best punch defensively and beat them at their own game. And then those 5-on-5 goals are going to start to go in. But if the power play can get going, like they had a huge chance in the third period before the shorthanded goal to make it 3-1. And then immediately Brett Kulak, admittedly, that was not a penalty. Again, I don't care. Like I don't have the energy to get into this again.
No, but I mean, like we can just go quick on it. It's just, I think the embellishment penalty is the most ridiculous penalty in the NHL, because it's either embellishment or it's a penalty. I don't think there's 2. Like there was one, McKinnon gets called for an embellishment in this one. He gets cross-checked in the back.
Here's my hot take. I don't think either one was a penalty on there. Like I wouldn't have called that cross-check either. That's just playoff scrappiness right there. Yeah. Like I would have just let them keep going. But then to call the embellishment on that and then not call the embellishment for even he ran into the net.
Yeah.
Like that's not Brett Kulak's fault. But again, like I don't
Who cares
care.
who won? Who cares who won?
Like if it was game 1 and that McKinnon embellishment happened, I would have freaked out. Game 3, I'm already burnt out on officiating. Don't care. Don't care. It's a long playoff run. I don't care about game 3 officiating, but it was inconsistent. Don't care. Whatever. Moving on. And back to the point of the power play, before you knew you were getting a shorthanded goal, you had failed on the power play and immediately took a penalty in a 2-1 game. Yep. But then Arturri Lehkonen bailed you out, so now you don't care.
Yeah, you don't care, but it is just needs to be better. And I think even a chance before that, did Cale have a wide open shot and he went for the cross crease pass?
I think it was like Marty brought it in, he dropped it back to Cale. He had a lane. Like it wasn't the greatest scoring chance of all time, but like I don't understand the mindset of why you would rather try to get that pass through a defender's stick than just at least try to get it on goal. Whereas like you could force a rebound, you might just score directly, or you might force them to try to clear out the crease, put the goalie out of position. Like we're 85 games in. Yeah. How is this still a problem? Like again, who am I to say this is still a problem? They won the President's Trophy. They're up 3-0 in the first round, but like they gotta once we really start to get to the nitty gritty of these playoffs, like you have to take those opportunities. Yep. Like you have to learn your lesson. You're getting away with it now, but you're not going to get away with it forever.
Nope. And that's just where I am glass half full because we've seen this offense. It can operate at a high level. We've seen it during the regular season. These guys are playoff performers. They're going to show up. The offense is going to get better. I'm not worried about that. It's just strictly on the power play. They need one to go in. If the Avs say lose game 4-1, but the one goal is a power play goal, I'll be coming on here being like, okay, you got one power play goal. Okay. Like it sucks you lost, but you got a power play goal.
Okay. Yeah, like, what are we, the Dallas Stars?
Yeah. Oh my God. But just get the power play going. That's really all we need. Like this team's really good. If you can just be a functional power play and operate at 20%, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Yeah. There's no beating this team if they're operating.
Again, moving to a more positive part of this game, again, halfway through the game, wasn't super impressed. Even like towards the end of the second period, wasn't super impressed. I was super impressed with the third period.
Yes.
That is the best period they've had all series.
Yes.
And obviously they get the shorthanded goal, but like they only allowed, I think, was it one high danger chance? And it was the Leferrier one. And that's a Kings team like fighting for their life. Like, yes, they're not eliminated with a loss, but they're down 3-0 to the Avs. They have to now beat them 4 times in a row. The Avs lost 4 in a row once all year, and I think it was in October. Like,
what's even in? Yeah, it might have been because the overtime losses.
I think it was like there was only one regulation loss in there, but I think it was 3 in a row or 4 in a row at that point. But like that was so long ago. But so basically, like the Kings were playing for their lives, and the Avs had their best period of the game and arguably the series in that third period, and did a really good job until the power play goal. They took the life completely out of the building for 80% of this period. Defensively, they were playing great, and like they were kind of doing the Kings thing right back to them. Like, well, the Avs had the lead, and they just completely shut the game down. And they just didn't want to give the Kings anything outside the one high danger chance. But then you get the trip, which was a trip, very, very much a trip. You got to stop taking these stupid penalties late in the game. And once that happened, you're like, I mean, if we're following the pattern of the first 2 games, they're going to score on this. And it's like, well, you bite the bullet, and they scored 10 seconds in. But after that, they did a good job, especially with the net empty the second time. And
I don't think that the Kings get a shot with the net empty the second time.
Forsberg didn't get to the bench.
No. And it was an amazing play by Brock Nelson too, because the Avs have been trapped in their own zone for a little bit, and it was getting a little uneasy. And Brock Nelson just picks it off in the neutral zone, gets an empty net goal, his first goal in the playoffs for the Avs. And that one, I know it's an empty net goal in a 4-2 win. That's a big goal. That's a big goal for Brock Nelson to get that rookie off his back.
That felt good. Like the Kings were pushing. Like if that didn't happen, you were starting to get into some scary territory. Like now it's a 1-goal game, and there's still like 4 minutes left. Like it is not like there's 30 seconds left. You got a long time to kill off the rest of this game. And the second Forsberg got pulled, made a great read. And you never know with Brock sometimes, but this time with the wide open net, just made no mistake. And so just felt good. Like a couple tense moments in this game, but like even coming into this game, I felt weirdly good about it. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't overly concerned that this was going to be a game that they were going to lose. Even when they were playing bad, I was like, yeah, but they're still winning.
Yeah.
It's like the series, like it's not their best, but they're still winning. And then they come out and they have a great third period. They get a shorthanded goal, gets tight again, but then with the net empty, they shut it right down.
Yeah, shut it right down. Exactly what they needed to do, man. They get the dub. They take a 3-0 series lead. They look very good to go advance into the second round. Get some rest, get some guys healed up, work on the power play, and just get out of Dodge. Get out of Dodge real quick. Any other thoughts about this game before we start previewing Game 4 on Sunday and then cover the rest of the league?
No, I mean, I think it's a point I've already made. It's just like a lot of the narrative of this series has been, oh, the Kings are hanging tight and the Avs aren't scoring any goals. Like, I feel like the headline is how great a defense the Avs are playing so far here. And it's like I said, yes, it's the Kings, but they're doing a fantastic job 5-on-5 defensively. Yes, the penalty kill allowed one every game, but like when it hasn't been those late game power plays at 6-on-4, they're doing a great job killing penalties. Like, again, if they just had the power play going at a somewhat respectable, going at all, going like a Model T at this point, like a 1%, that'd still be better than what they're getting right now. If that was going at all, then there's not like there wouldn't be a ton of narrative about the series because at the end of the day, it's 3-0. But it's not like the Avs, they split at home and now they're up 2-1 or they're down 2-1, God forbid, and fighting for their lives right now. They've handled business. And yes, it's been, I think, tighter than a lot of people expected that it would be. But another thing we talked about coming into this series when we were talking about who we'd rather face is we said, well, we think that the Kings games are going to be closer, but the Avs are built to still win those games. Like against a team like, let's say, Anaheim. It might be 2-1 right now, but the Avs might have won 2 of those games like 6-2.
Yeah. Like there's no telling. Like we knew going into this, the Kings games were going to be. I think we predicted 2 overtime games, so we're halfway there. Like they just play a good defensive style hockey game. They're not going to beat themselves. Like that's just what the Kings are. They're not going to take a bunch of chances.
If LA did get into that 3 seed in the Pacific and was playing Edmonton, might be a different story right now. Whereas like maybe we'd be looking at this going, oh, the Kings might have a shot here with how they're playing defensively because the Oilers don't play defense right now and they do not have any goaltending. The Avs have defense and goaltending. And the Kings have done a great job limiting their offense. A lot of that has also been because the Avs are missing their chances, but you got to give credit to the Kings where it's due. But defensively, the Avs should not be giving up a lot of goals to this Kings team, and they're not. They've only given up 4 in the entire series. 2 of them have been with a 2-man advantage with the net empty. Other one was a normal power play goal, and they're only 1 at 5-on-5. Again, this series is 6-1 at 5-on-5 through 3 games. So, like, and everyone's like, the Kings, oh, they're holding them close. The series is going to go deep. It's like, but they have to score.
Yeah.
This is what we were saying in the preview. This is what we were saying after Game 1. This is what we were saying after Game 2 is like, respect to the Kings, but to push this series, they have to score. You can't just grind a game to a halt and score 1 a night. It was like DJ Smith after Game 1. How many games are they going to win scoring only 2 goals? Well, based on how this series has gone, probably all 3 still. Because even if we had only scored 2 in this game, we would have gone to overtime.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what happens from there, but we'd still at very least be 2-1 right now, only scoring 2 goals a game. I guess technically would have scored a third if it went to overtime. So, but
regardless, like I feel good. Like it is. I think the offense is going to get better. I think the power play is going to look somewhat effective going into Game 4. I'm interested to see what the Kings have for Game 4.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of pulled out their ace, which was Kuzmenko.
Yeah,
like again, like I don't want to come off as being disrespectful to the Kings. I feel like I've been very careful in the preview and talking about every game in the series to not come off like disrespectful, but they don't have the firepower. They don't. Like so I am curious to see like what they're gonna pull out with their season on the line, but there also might come a chance that like if the Avs go up 2-0 in that game, it might be kind of a defeated bench. There's like, yeah, we gave this everything we have. If the Avs do win Game 4 and this does end up being a sweep, the Kings, like they shouldn't feel like that, like, oh, we blew it. It's like we gave like, what more could we have done with the talent that we have on the ice right now? We gave this everything we had. I'm not saying it's a foregone conclusion that that's going to happen, but that's kind of how they have to feel right now. It's like, man, the first 2 games of this series, we gave them everything they could handle. We only allowed 2 goals in each game, and in this game, we made them work for it again. Like there's only so much you can ask for.
I tip my cap to the Kings because I didn't think the series was going to be this high, like not like high drama, I think is the best word for it. I didn't think I was going to be as stressed out for this series as I probably should have been. Like, tip my cap. They played better than I thought they were going to. It's just they're outmatched, man. They're outmatched. They're outgunned. They're doing everything they can, but you're going up against a freight train. Like, it's just it's hard to hold them down. And as I look at Game 4, like I said, I'm intrigued to see what the effort's going to be. I think they're going to come out pretty strong the first 10 minutes. If the Avs can survive the first 10 minutes, they don't want it to be Kopitar's.
I'd say that happened here. Like, in the first period, especially early in the first, yes, the Avs scored, but the Kings had the jump early, and they outshot them 12-7 in the first. Like, how much more of that do they have in the tank that they have not already pulled here in this series? And I'm not saying that as just a cocky, they have no hope against the Avs. Like, I just feel like they are putting their all out there. I don't feel like they're holding anything back.
No, they aren't holding anything back. It's just if the Avs can survive the first 10 minutes, they don't want it to be Kopitar's last game. I think we're going to see the offense start to pick up a little bit in this game. I think they're going to score 5, and I think the Kings get 2. Like I think the series ends Sunday. The Avs want to wrap it up. They want to get some rest before round 2. I think they wrap it up. I think the offense is good. I think McKinnon gets 2 points. I think he gets a goal in this game, and I think Nate just gets a goal too.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is a game. Like, I think McKinnon gets 2 goals in this game just to make up for it by the end. I don't know about Marty, but McKinnon, like, it just people are saying he's been bad. I don't know if I agree that he's been bad. He has been like, he's getting the puck in the zone. He is able to start a lot of opportunities. I think that it's going to pay off for him here. Yes. It's like everything's going to correct back to the mean. I think McKinnon has 2 goals here. The Avs are getting good depth goals too. It's like, again, a lot of things just haven't worked in this series, and they're still up 3-0. Like, if the power play gets going in this game, they're going to win. If McKinnon gets going in this game, they're going to win. Like, if 5-on-5 they can get 2 to 3 goals in this game, they're going to win. It's basically just score more than 2. It's like the Kings scoring 3 goals for them, like that's like 6 for them. Like, they don't have the offense, they don't have the firepower, and they could be a team that scores 3 goals, but the Avs could still score 4.
Yeah, and like we were saying, I look at it glass half full. McKinnon hasn't produced offensively, and you're up 3-0 in the series. Like, that's going to come. Like, Nathan McKinnon has proven he is a playoff performer through and through. He's going to pick it up. You're up 3-0, and you haven't had a McKinnon game yet.
Right. Like, you are 3 games into this series. You only have 1 guy with 3 points, and that's Arturri Lehkonen. Go back to before the series. We're doing our preview. We're visited by our future selves. We tell you, okay, 3 games into this series, your leading point scorer is Arturri Lehkonen. He's got 3 points and 2 goals. He's your leading goal and point scorer in this series. Him and Landeskog both have 2. Nathan McKinnon has only 1 assist so far in 3 games. Marty Necas has 1 assist so far in 3 games. Nichushkin, pointless. Like, you got important guys on this team that just have nothing going right now. And your power play, 0 for 9, has not looked great. Your penalty kill has given up 3 goals, in late game situations. We'd be kind of freaked out by that. Like, oh my God, are we like down in this series right now? It's like, no, you're up 3-0. Oh, okay.
Cool.
Great.
Again, Nathan McKinnon's going to get going. I'm not worried about Nathan McKinnon at all. Like, this is an anomaly in these 3 games where he's been kind of held in check. As the playoffs go on, I'm just not worried about it.
It is also like, okay, like another point here is like you only have 5 players with more than 1 point. Artturi Lehkonen, Gabe Landeskog, okay, top 6 players. The next 3 are Nicholas Waugh.
Nice.
Josh Manson.
Okay.
And Devon Tays.
Okay.
End of list. Everyone else has 1 point or 0.
And you're up 3-0.
And you're up 3-0.
You're up 3-0.
Again, like Sauce and Chip said earlier, like against Dallas, Minnesota, that's a very different conversation. But in this series, like, again, you can only win the series that you're in. We can't hypothetically win a series we're not in yet, or don't even know who we would be playing if we get there. But as it stands right now, you're up 3-0. You are in position to wrap up this series on Sunday with a sweep. Worst case scenario, you lose and you come back home for a game 5 and you can wrap it up there. After that, you start to get into uncomfortable territory. Yeah. But you've got 2 games to comfortably wrap this thing up. Ideally on Sunday, but respect to the Kings, they're not going to go quietly.
Yep, not going to go quiet. And for the game Sunday, it's a afternoon puck drop, 2:30. We are both going to be at number 38 for the Mile High Sports Watch Party. If you're in town and you want to come hang out with us, watch a game, the weather is supposed to be beautiful on Sunday. Sit out on the patio, enjoy some drinks, enjoy some food, and then we will be recording the podcast live from the Mile High Sports studio. Going to be a great time, and it'll be our first playoff game back there since game 4 or game 3.
Game 3, because it was the first. I think it was the first one I watched that wasn't at Ball Arena, so it was game 3.
Game 3. So
against clarify, but
come hang out. Have a great time. Have some drinks, some great food. I say we're going to make a guarantee. We're both not going to get the burgers on Sunday.
Yes.
Something else.
Well, and again, we can say that because we've lost
both
games with the burgers, so we got to switch it up somewhere. Also, not wearing the Nordiques jersey this time.
Nope.
The Nordiques jersey is officially reserved for attending games because I am 4-0 in the Nordiques jersey, so I'm not going to switch that up now. But I am also undefeated in the Stanley Cup Lecky jersey ever since I stopped wearing the Nordiques jersey. So we're gonna bring that one out for the playoffs, the watch party at number 38. Come join us. It's a fantastic time, great atmosphere. You can watch outdoors, you can watch inside. So many options for drinks and everything, and just so much great food, so many great people around. We're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to be up on stage. You can throw rocks at us if you want to. And it's such a great time. Come down there, come join us. 2:30 puck drop. Probably start doing pregame at 2. You'll probably get there around the ballpark of that. It's going to be a beautiful day. Don't look at the forecast because that was going to rain, but it'll change.
Is it supposed to rain?
Mine said it was supposed to rain. But
oh God, now I got to look.
Welcome to the Weather Channel segment of the show.
Yeah, 70% chance, but even inside will be good. They have a great TV selection inside, so
it'll be fine. It says it's in the evening.
Yeah, we'll be good. So let's do a playoff recap for the rest of the league
because all the games are done. We can actually do it.
Yeah, all the games are done. As the dogs start barking because they know they can sense when we're almost done. Let's do Minnesota-Dallas first. That double overtime game last night. I don't want to say this, but I do. I feel like the Wild have dominated the series.
How many times can we say this?
Yeah.
I feel like we're going through the motions.
Yeah.
At this point with Dallas and Minnesota for how their series always go. It's like Minnesota won game 1, this time dominant. I didn't even blink. It's like game 1 Stars. The series starts in game 2. Stars win that game. And Minnesota, they're dealing with injuries and they're getting a couple of things go their way. They're not going quietly. They look great in the games, but it comes down to it. They can't finish in overtime and they take a dumb penalty in double overtime and it ends on the power play. This is Dallas's MO. They get crushed in game 1. They win game 2. They win game 3 in overtime. Am I starting to sound familiar here? Because we've seen this script before.
What? How bad did they lose? How bad did they lose game 4? What do we think? Are we thinking 3-0 again?
For the Stars? Yeah. Minnesota's going to win game 4.
Yep.
I'm going to say 4-1.
4-1? Yeah. I think that's probably fair. It's just it's the prototypical thing. And I look at Minnesota and I've watched all those games. They've looked better. They have. They've looked like the better team. They just can't get out of their own way.
There's demons here, man.
Yeah.
There's demons here. And they're starting to deal with injuries and everything. With Dallas, are they even playing or are they just possessed by the spirit of last year? Because they're still dealing with the rope hints, will he, won't he, that they did all of last year in the first round as well. Power play is going to win them the series. They win game 3 in overtime on the road. They're playing the exact same series right now that they did last year. It's got to be so frustrating if you're Minnesota. And again, we both agree this series is going to go 7. I think the Wild win the next game and then the Wild might win game 5.
Yep.
Then Stars win game 6, and then just on the biggest bullshit possible, win game 7.
Yep. And it's just I I look at that series and it's gone exactly how we thought it would. Exactly how we thought it would. That deflection by Wyatt Johnson was gross. So
I mean, again, like the Stars score 4 goals in this game. 3 of them are on the fucking power play.
Yeah. It's just a story. It's their entire season right there. That's just what they do. And that's, hey, if you're going to give them, I think they had 7 or 8 power plays in that game.
There was a ton of power plays in this game. Yeah, it ended up being they went 3 for 8 in this game, and Minnesota went 1 for 7.
Yeah. So there was a difference in the game. And
was that not game 3 last year? For us, we had 7 power plays, except we didn't score on any of them.
Yeah. It's gone that exact way. And like I said, that tip by Johnston was gross. He's a pro.
Nice. Yeah. Really nice. That goal from Michael McCarron for Minnesota, right after a failed Stars power play, rare as they are, that was kind of that was kind of electric. That was kind of cool.
Yeah. I'll give him credit. But yeah, that series I think will be coming on here Sunday being yep, it's 2-2, game 5, and then we'll just get
But again, whoever does lose this series, they are so justified in being this is absolute bullshit that Edmonton and Anaheim, I guess we could just talk about them next. You just have both goalies taking dumps on the ice. This is ridiculous.
It was a fun game to watch, though.
Fun game to watch, but when you go from Dallas and Minnesota, they're fighting for their lives. Yeah. These teams are basically equals. And then you go over to Edmonton, Anaheim. Again, fun series, but it ends 6-4, and the Ducks score 6 goals on 28 shots.
Cutter Gauthier was awesome, though.
Yeah, Cutter Gauthier, great. I mean, again, it's come down to the third period. It's been dramatic every single time. This is going to be a fun series that probably goes deeper than we were expecting. But when you go from Dallas, Minnesota, you're just this is so broken. This is so broken. It's just play in the Pacific. You get a free ride.
Yep, it's bad. But that is a fun series. I am going to watch the rest of those games because it's fun games. It is just like watching a regular season game because it's in banana lands goaltending wise. It's so bad. And also just the defensive breakdowns have been egregious in this series.
It's watch this series, the Avs and the Kings, and the defensively how they're going, and then go watch Edmonton, LA, where defense is optional. We would not be talking about, McKinnon doesn't have a goal in this series if they ended up playing the Ducks.
It's just it's so funny to watch because it doesn't feel like playoff hockey. The atmosphere is great. Don't get me wrong. I love the atmosphere, but it's just you watch these games and it's neither of these teams are a threat at all.
Because then you watch Utah Vegas, which has been a very that feels like a playoff series. That feels like a good close series between 2 good teams. Whoever survives that might just maul in the second round. Because Utah looks good. Vegas looks pretty good too. This is a razor close series.
I think that's a budding rivalry coming. That's the start of a hatred for them. I think that's going to be a budding rivalry. And they haven't played another game since we talked last, so we don't really need to talk too much about that one. Yeah, they haven't played game 3 yet. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought that was yesterday. You're right.
Yeah, they played game 3, I think, today by the time you're listening to this.
Yeah, you're right.
So they'll have game 4.
I guess I just completely hallucinated that game yesterday. So did I. I had a memory of sitting on my couch and watching it. That never happened at all. That is not real.
Not real. Move on over to the East. Let's just get this one out of the way. The Flyers beat the Penguins. That series is over. Pittsburgh.
It's a bad team.
That was a sad performance in game 3.
It's a bad team. It's a bad team losing to a bad team, but the Flyers are the bad team that has juice.
Yep. At least the Flyers are kind of fun. I don't think they stand a chance in hell against the Hurricanes. That could be another sweep. But the Hurricanes could be 8-0 going into the Eastern Conference Final. They could be. They don't stand a chance against the Hurricanes. But the Flyers are at least kind of fun. Porter Martone's awesome.
I mean, you got the imagery of 6 people in both penalty boxes. Yeah. Then the Flyers get a power play out of it. Zegras scores to tie. He goes over and he slams on the penalty door box. That was sick.
That was cool. But also, it was 7 versus 8. Did we expect this to be I guess maybe we'd hope to be a little more competitive, but
also if you're the Penguins and you just let the Flyers power play score 2 power play goals on you, 2 for 3, you gotta reevaluate how you got here.
Yeah. Again, I don't think we need to spend too much time because it's been this that's been the most boring series.
I'd say Carolina, Ottawa's.
But Carolina, Ottawa at least had the overtime, and that was kind of fun.
They did, but it's just I'll be perfectly honest. I did not watch a single second of this game today. I watched it I had a 3-screen going between Buffalo and Boston, this game and the NFL draft, and this was in the bottom corner.
Yeah. It hasn't been a super exciting series. I was wrong about Ottawa. I'll admit that. I was wrong. Hand up.
I do say I would have bet an absurd amount of money on the Senators in this game today. They did the funniest fucking thing I have ever seen in my entire life. For those of you who don't know, I think we might have talked for like 5 seconds about it in the series preview. I don't know if that was on air or off air. They had a fan who made like a what would you call like a hype song, like a track against the Hurricanes for the Senators to hype it up. And I have never seen someone so universally clowned on. I think that's why we didn't talk about it, because I just felt kind of bad for him at this point, just trying to earnestly be a fan and make something cool. And everyone's just like, this fucking sucks.
It sucks.
Because historically, teams that make these songs and fan bases that make these songs get murdered in the playoffs. They get destroyed. And I think he did one last year too, where they lost to the Leafs. And people were like, you have to stop.
Yeah.
And so what the Senators did, if you don't know what happened, you are never going to guess the words that are about to come out of my mouth. They posted a video today of him. They collaborated with him because they sent him to Taiwan.
Yeah.
They sent him to Taiwan. They exiled him as far away as he could be because he's a bad luck charm. They put him on a plane and sent him to fucking Taiwan and posted a video about it. That's the funniest thing a team has ever done.
And then did you see the Hurricanes' response after the game?
I did not, no.
They said, should have sent him to the moon. Like, well, it's just a great exchange. And that's the highlight of that series.
That is so hilariously fun. And shout out to him for being such a good sport.
Free trip to Taiwan.
I mean, you got a free trip to Taiwan, but it's also just like to be the butt of the joke and to collaborate with the Senators, have them say, hey, we're thinking about sending you to Taiwan, and being like, sounds great. We're going to do a public humiliation ritual for you for this song that you made because you're a fan of our team. And we're going to exile your ass to Taiwan, and they didn't even win. Can you imagine being in fucking Taiwan, watching that game, and they didn't even win? They sent me to Taiwan for nothing.
Send for nothing. So yeah, I did not watch a second of that game tonight. I had the Sabres Bruins on.
Yeah. Oh my God. That was, and you have like the executives from the Ottawa Senators being like, if he wasn't a fan of the Senators, we would have put him on the Artemis.
That rocks. Yeah, the Tampa Montreal. Sorry, Force Habit. That game 3, I believe, is tonight. By the time you're listening to this, so we'll have that. I'm excited to see what Bell Center is. It Bell Center? Yeah, Bell Center is going to look like for that game. They may kill each other in that series. Like they honestly may kill each other, and it's going to be such a different path for the Atlantic winner than compared to the Metro, because like we said, the Hurricanes could go 8-0 into the Eastern Conference Final, and the teams that come out of the Atlantic are going to murder each other.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm still chuckling that they said this.
Okay, I'm trying to move fast.
Get to Taiwan, and they didn't even win. But yeah, that series has been phenomenal. We talked about that one last time as well, because that series still 1-1. Like we said, I don't think that series has even started yet. Now that we're going to shift to Montreal, real genuine hate for each other.
Oh God, that's going to be great. I'm excited for that game tomorrow. Very, very excited. I think the Lightning win that one. I'm going to say I think they win that one. And then I think it still goes 7 regardless. But
yeah.
Let's move on to our pride and joy outside the Avs, the Buffalo Sabres. Get a big win tonight against the Boston Bruins. They take out Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, put in Alex Lyon. He's phenomenal. I didn't love the goal that he gave up to Janot, but that was the only one he let in.
Yeah.
And the Sabres finally solved Jeremy Swayman a couple times in this one, and they get a 3-1 victory and take a 2-1 series lead. It is just for the Sabres. They don't have a ton of playoff experience, so just getting these types of wins, I think, is going to bode well for them going into, if they can win the rest of these games in the series. Boston's not an easy place to go in and play, and they won the game. They're up 2-1 in the series, have a chance to go up 3-1 on Sunday or Saturday whenever they play next. I'm interested to see how they play the rest of the series, but I was thoroughly impressed. I thought they were going to get their ass kicked tonight.
Yeah. I mean, again, like we all talked like, oh, those Sabres home games are going to be electric, but I always felt like that series didn't really start until they hit the road. Like,
Yep.
how are they going to play away from home? They played their best series or their
Yep.
best game of the series away from home so far here. They outchanced the Bruins. They outshot them. They were just outright the better team in this game. I mean, after the goal that UPL gave up in game 2, the center ice goal, like, did the coach even have to say anything? Like, he's like,
can't have it.
Can't have
it. Line was great.
Yeah,
he was great tonight. So, but I'm excited to see how the rest of that series plays out. It's been a good first round so far. I think there's been a lot of competitive games. You have 3 teams potentially sweeping, but the rest of the series I think have been good. I've enjoyed all of them, and I'm excited to see the rest of how it goes. But
it hasn't been the best first round. No. I think there's been some absolute banger first rounds, but this hasn't been the worst either. It's like it is surprising to see 3 series at 3-0 right now, where I think the only team in position to even move on, or a lower seed in position to move on, is Philly.
Yeah.
You have 2 of your top seeds up 3-0 over the second wild cards, and series are either tied or at 2-1 right now. So it's been fine. Like I still think we're going to get to the main meat of most of these series as they progress further on. Tampa, Montreal is obviously going to be the best series of the first round, but Dallas, Minnesota, like their story's far from over. Vegas, Utah, like I think that's going to be one. Like when this series is done, we're going to look back on it and be like, that was fun. That was fun. And then they're going to go play the goalieless winner of Edmonton, Anaheim, and probably march to the conference final.
Yep. But we'll see. It has been significantly better than the NBA, where the Nuggets got absolutely smoked in Game 3 against the Timberwolves tonight. And basketball players will never beat the allegations of the soft. Like it's just, you had the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon, very important player, missed the game for calf tightness. And we're in the playoffs, man. Like we're in the playoffs. Like, I get it. It's an explosive game and you need to be able to, but we got guys in hockey. Nazem Kadri's playing with a broken finger. Who knows what else these guys are playing through? And you miss a game in the playoffs because of calf tightness. Insane.
Like in our world, like that's just insane.
It's insane. And like I get a calf strain. Like a calf strain, yes. Like I get that. Like that's like walking is not easy when your calf is strained.
I don't know. I think Halliburton just scared the shit out of people with the Achilles thing. Like that's the only thing I can think of. But it's the playoffs, man. He tore his Achilles in the Game 7.
Yeah, like it's calf tightness, man. Like we're talking about calf strain. His calf was tight. Insane. We don't need to go on a whole
Theragun. Get a massage. Like I don't like this. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert on basketball and injury risks and everything like that. Like I have the medical information, but just when you
basketball
see
is the only sport in the playoffs where guys won't play if they're even slightly injured.
It's a completely different world.
It's a completely different world. Like the NFL, like there's no player missing a playoff game for calf tightness. The NHL, there's no one. Like the MLB, like these guys, like they play 162 games a year. Like, yes, I know baseball isn't a contact sport, but those guys are out there playing.
Well, pitchers will throw until their arms literally explode.
I just pissed me off, man. Like as a Nuggets fan, that was a depressing effort from them tonight.
Yeah, it's just I'm keeping track from a distance. I have not watched. I've been busy watching the Avs, but just from a distance, like the way they got kind of punked in Game 2 and talk shit about after the game. And then you have a guy not play because his calf hurts, and you get punked again in this game. I mean, they missed they shot 40%, under 40%. Like, obviously, that's not going to happen the rest of the series. But like, guys, you gotta lock the fuck in.
Step up. I mean, shit. I even go back. Michigan had a guy play with a grade 2 MCL sprain in a game, like, and you missed for.
It's like, what are you saving it for? You're down 2-1 in this series now. Like it's the Timberwolves. I don't have to know a ton about basketball to know that they're a good team. Like, what are you saving it for? Like that game might be the difference between winning in 6 and losing in 7.
Yep. So we'll see. We don't need to go too much farther onto that.
Yeah, we've got plenty of other great shows that you can watch on the Mile High Sports Network that will cover the Nuggets exclusively. Yes. But unless we've got anything else for
you have any mailbags?
Oh yes, I think we do actually. I got a notification for one and I forgot about it. But oh god, we have a couple. But okay, so we have our first one from Sky. saying every year I made my real bracket and an evil bracket, which everything goes wrong and all the nasty teams win. Who's in your guys' evil brackets for this year? I'm so glad someone else does this because I do this.
I don't do it. I mean, would evil be like
the worst case scenario?
The worst case scenario is Dallas in the Cup final versus Montreal.
Yeah, so I have my nightmare bracket. It is Dallas, Edmonton, Montreal, Pittsburgh. Mine is Dallas, Pittsburgh right now with Dallas winning. That's just fucking awful.
Yep.
Just across the board.
Well, you don't have to worry about that one.
Yeah. But in the nightmare bracket, I still have the Avs winning in the first round, but then losing to Dallas in the second round because to me, that's worse.
Correct.
Because if the Avs lose in the first round, I'm like, well, okay, people are getting fired.
Yeah.
Easy enough. Yeah. So what I make 4 brackets every year. I make my real bracket. I make the best case scenario bracket, the nightmare bracket, and then I just generate one. Just a totally random one. Dream bracket. Dream bracket is the Avs beating the Sabres. And there's some things I look at, I go, that's surprising this team went that far. It's like I have Utah in the conference final, because I don't want Vegas to win. I don't want Edmonton to win. And I don't know, I guess Utah would be cooler than Anaheim.
Yeah.
I guess. But it's like Avs, Mammoth, Sabres, Senators would be funny. And then the Avs beating the Sabres in the final. And then the random one was Utah beating Carolina.
Okay. That might be the lowest watch Stanley Cup final ever if that happened.
Yeah. You'd be in game 3 talking about the offseason. You'd be like, is there a game on tonight?
Yeah, that's how it'd be. But yeah, Sky, that's my nightmare. I think would be Dallas, Montreal.
Yep.
I think that'd be my nightmare.
Yeah.
Because I'd be forced to root for Montreal, but I don't want Canada to win.
Right.
But I'd be forced to.
Yeah. It'd feel like, ugh.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Gross.
Our next one from Caleb saying, hey guys, to answer your question from before, I was born in Colorado and have been a lifetime Avs fan. Just life and work has brought me down to Arizona. And I definitely looking for Avs content when I found you guys. My question this time, what do you think of DJ Smith's media comments after game 2? Honestly, looks like he doesn't know how to solve the Avs.
Yeah, I think that's a fair estimate. And he said something tonight too. I was glancing at on Twitter before we hopped on here where he was like, well, they got a Superman in between the pipes. And it's like, no, you guys just can't score. It's just, it does feel kind of unfair for him to, he's trying his best to get his team motivated, but they're just severely outgunned in this series.
Right. Like there is only so much you can do at a certain point. Like, again, he's done a good job.
Yeah.
Ever since he took over. Like, I think you can criticize the fact that he didn't pull Anton Forsberg when the Kings were dominating in the offensive zone, but then pulled him in the neutral zone for some reason. Like, that was a very strange decision. I mean, he also got like glass rained on his head. So, yeah, like again, like he's not even come close to like a John Cooper.
Dude, I didn't even tell you. So I was when I saw my mom today, one of her neighbors works for the Avs. Apparently Kings brass, after that happened, because the guy who broke the glass was an Avs season ticket member, they tried to get his season tickets revoked for that. The Kings did.
It wasn't on purpose.
No. Like, it's just, I thought that was insane. I forgot to tell you that because my mom was telling me that today, and I was like, oh shit.
I did find it funny that like the Kings, like through their media teams, put out that, or the broadcasting was like, yeah, they got some cuts. I'm like, okay, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like they suffered minor cuts and abrasions. Like, okay. Like I cut my hand on my car door today. Do I get a media release?
But trying to get guys season tickets revoked is insane.
Yeah, that's kind of like, okay, like I don't know what you want him to do. Like it is one in a billion fluke. Like that, we might go the rest of our lives and never see that happen again.
Yeah. So, but yeah, thanks for the question as always, my friend.
Yep. Our next one from R saying, this is after game 2. Have you perused the LA Twitter perchance? The sheer lack of understanding of the game and the cope is genuinely funny. Power play still bad.
I don't typically seek out other teams' content. If the Avs beat the Kings in 4, I may, but I just find that to be like, it's just not fun for me. I think that's a fair way to put it.
Yeah, like I just
get joy out of it.
That's been my thing this season is like I've turned off notifications from people who don't follow me. For all I know, I could be getting like pulled to shreds in King circles, and I am none the wiser because I just do not care anymore. But also, it's just like this is the same shit with every playoff series. The most evil team in the world, the most evil fan base in the world is the one you're playing.
Yep.
Like their fan. Oh my God, I didn't know X was so classless and and losers and whiny and sensitive. I can't believe in 2 years' time the Anaheim Ducks fan base is so sensitive about everything. Right? It's the same shit every time. And again with Kings fans, it's like, what else are you gonna do? Like,
and here's the thing too. If I was in the Kings' shoes, I'd be doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. There's one account that is constantly popping up on my For You page. I don't remember which one it is, but it's like the same, like, I don't know. It's the same, like, oh, here the Avs go again with the flopping and the Avs fans and their stupid sign. I'm like,
okay. Yeah.
Brother,
I'd be doing the exact same thing if I was in their shoes. So I can't judge.
There was one that made me laugh. It was like, I think Avs fans are worse than Oilers fans. It was like, how the fuck after 4 seasons?
Yeah.
We went through one 4-game series against the Oilers, and that dropped them to the bottom of my shit list immediately because we had like 20 people saying we need to kill ourselves.
Yeah.
But you went through 4. Well, first you lost to them, so I guess they started pitying you after the 4th one. But that one made me laugh. I was like, you have the memory of a goldfish.
And that's okay.
That's fine. But whatever. Like it's Kings fans. I've never had a problem with the Kings.
He can make our official troll response, and that's his job, just to find those and bring them to us.
Yeah, just like report back to reconnaissance. Report back from Kingsland what people who spend too much time on social media are saying.
Do it.
Because people who they see like 2 replies and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe every Avs fan is like this. It's the same thing with everyone. It's like you see one Kings account being like, that's not a penalty. You're like, I can't believe every person who cheers for the Los Angeles Kings is actually the dumbest person on the planet. Like it's now that we've been through this a couple of times, you just laugh at it now. You're like, that's why I like playing new teams because it's just like, how can we find an excuse to hate each other?
But again, I don't hate Kings fans. Like
if the Avs wrap up this series on Sunday, we are not going to remember a single thing.
Nope.
In 2 weeks of anything a Kings fan has said.
Correct. So, yeah, that's it.
We got 2 more, bro.
Oh, we got 2 more? I thought that was it.
Nope, we got 2 more.
All right.
That was also from R after game 3. Power play bad, but that's okay when the penalty kill scores?
Question mark?
Question mark.
Okay, fair. Yeah, you got a special teams goal. You didn't get the power play goal, but you got a special teams goal. So that counts.
Counts. Gotta come from somewhere. Score 1 goal that's not 5-on-5 in this series.
And it counts. That's all that matters.
It's all that matters. We got our last one here from Easton saying a little bit of an ugly 3-0 lead, but they don't ask how, just how many. Please, Manson, be okay, and power play get 1 for the love of God. I mean, that's the whole episode. And
that's the whole episode.
Great. You want our job?
Have you been sitting in here the whole time listening to us, man? Like,
yeah.
It's just, like perfect. Like it's just Manson, I do think he's going to miss game 4. I just don't think there's any need to play him if he's not 100%, especially if there's the looming, if you win game Sunday and you get like a week off, like there's just no need. Like, I don't think he plays. And again, it hasn't been pretty, but you're up 3-0 and the offense is going to get better. If it was the Avs defense and they were winning games like 7-6, I'd be more concerned, but the offense is going to get going. Like I'm not super worried. And you look at playoffs in previous years, the team with the best defense usually wins.
Defense wins championships. Like that saying did not come out of nowhere. Like if your baseline foundational defense is strong, it's the Avs. They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine offensively. I'm not worried about it. If defensively they're rock solid and Wedgwood's playing like this, they're going to figure it out.
Not super worried. Super worried. They'll get figured out. But Easton, we appreciate you, my friend.
Yep. A little longer on this one now that we're awake.
Yeah, kind of helps. I'm not like half asleep the entire time.
Yeah.
Here's the best part. We're going to wrap it up. I'm still going to get close to 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah. That's all you can eventually 8 hours of sleep still. Man, I love mountain time.
Yep.
God, I do not miss the East Coast.
It's the best.
It's the best. It'd be 2:30 right now. And I'd be like, oh, wow, we're done early today.
Yeah, we're done early. So we'll be back, like we said, Sunday. Come hang out with us at number 38. We'll be recording live. Shout out to the 213 people watching this with us right now. We appreciate you staying up late with us. But it is a work night. We do have to go to work. It tripped me out that I just looked at it, said it was Friday on my computer. I'm like, oh, fuck. But we're good. We're good. It's Friday. I work today. So
we're Gucci, man.
We're good. So, but I don't got anything else, man.
No, we are good to wrap this one up here. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. As always, like Christian said, to the 213 people that are watching live with us right now. We appreciate it so very much. We appreciate everyone who just spends their time with us when you could be getting a good night's sleep ahead of work tomorrow, instead spending it with a couple of balding men like us. We appreciate it always. And the Avs are up 3-0. They can close out this series on Sunday. Come join us at number 38 in Denver for the watch party, and we can all celebrate together. And you can come watch us record our show. Again, it's my favorite part of the studios. It's surrounded in glass. So if you're just there banging on the glass the whole time, there's nothing I can do about it. So come down with us. Have a great time. It'll be a great time. But that is going to do it for us today on this edition of the Hockey Mountain High podcast. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow me at GR Youngs. You can follow Chris. Is it live? Am I still mirrored this way or is it this way? I never know. It's always different when I look back. You can follow Christian at Christian_Valet, and you can follow the show at Hockey MTN Pod. But again, thank you all so very much for tuning in. We will catch you all next time. But until then, let's go Avs.